Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'm about to fight a 2,000-point battle between my Dark Angels and Jason's Death Korps of Kreig and his Custodes. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Custodes were working with the Death Korps on this planet. They were clearing out a chaos force that had been taking root in this planet. And during the battles, the Dark Angels arrived to assist them in their endeavor. The assistance was more than welcomed, and the two sides worked together tirelessly to stop the forces of chaos. But at one point, the Dark Angels had been dispatched to a sector of the planet to go clear off some chaos forces that were operating there, and suddenly abandoned the Imperial forces that were there to go off on a mission that they refused to describe to the Custodians and the Death Korps here, which the Custodians took affront to, saying that they had just abandoned the Imperial forces on the planet here and not following their orders. It demanded to know what was going on. The Dark Angels refused to let them know and continued on with their side mission that they had going for them. At which point, the Custodians and the Guard decided to make their displeasure known a little bit more angrily, and the Dark Angels quickly responded in kind. So that's the story that we are going to go with. We are going to be playing Frontline Warfare, the mission Frontline Warfare from Chapter Approved 2019. Essentially, there are 4 objectives on the table here. 2 in the middle, 1 in each of our deployment zones back over here. And at the end of each battle round, if you control your own objective, the objective in your deployment zone, you score 1 point. If you control your opponent's objective, or the one in your opponent's deployment zone, you score 4 points. And if you control either of the middle objectives, they are worth 2 points apiece. And those are scored at the end of the battle round. There's also First Blood, First Strike, Slay the Warlord, and Line Breaker as normal with these Eternal War missions. So that is going to be the story. That is going to be the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 forces that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Dark Angels, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, we have a Master with a jump pack, a Thunderhammer and a Storm Shield, and an Interrogator Chaplain with a jump pack. We have 2 5-man intercessor squads and a squad of infiltrators. We have a Raven Wing Apothecary, we have a Raven Wing Champion, we have a Deathwing Champion, and we have a Deathwing Ancient. We have an 8-man squad of Deathwing Knights. We have a 10-man squad of Deathwing Terminators, 2 of which have Cyclone missile launchers. We have a 7-man Raven Wing Black Knight squad. And last but not least, we have a Land Raider Crusader. The Death Korps of Kreig and Custodians are going to be running 2 battalion detachments, a Vanguard detachment, a Super Heavy Auxiliary detachment. Leading up the 1st battalion detachment, we have 2 field officers. We have 3 infantry squads with a grenade launcher in each. We have a heavy quad launcher battery with 3 heavy quad launchers. For the 2nd battalion detachment, leading it off, we have a marshal and another field officer. Both have power swords. We have 3 grenadier squads, 1 with 2 melta-guns, 1 with a plasma and a melta-gun, and 1 with 2 plasma guns. We have a command squad with a regimental standard and 2 grenade launchers. We have a combat engineer squad with a demo charge, and the watchmaster has a melta-bomb. Then we have a quartermaster and his retinue. Then for the Vanguard detachment, we have a shield captain with a castellan axe. We have 2 Vexillus Praetors, 1 with the Vexilla Magnifica and 1 with the Vexilla Defensor. We have a 3-man Alaris Terminator squad, 1 with a Castellan Axe and 2 with Guardian Spears. And last but not least, a Bane Blade. Going over deploying for the Dark Angels, I have one of my intercessor squads over here. The other one's sitting back here on the objective. I've got my Land Raider. Inside of there is the 8-man Deathwing Knight squad. And behind it, I have my Master and my Interrogator Chaplain. Then over on the flank over here, I've got my Deathwing, my Ravenwing Black Knight squad, along with the Ravenwing Champion and the Apothecary. And I've got my Infiltrator squad up in the front there. In Deep Strike Reserve, I've got my 10-man Deathwing Terminator squad, and I've got my 2 Deathwing characters, the Champion and the Ancient. Going over deployment for the Death Korps here. We've got his, is that his field commander right there, back there?
That's the field officer. Yeah.
That's the field officer back over here, along with an infantry squad. We have his, the Thud Guns over here.
Yeah.
Thud Guns over here. May as well be. These guys over here. We've got a squad of the infantry squad up in the middle in the building as well. We've got another infantry squad up front. Oh no, this is the Grenadier squad up over here. This is the one with the Melta and the Plasma. Yep. This is another engineer squad. This one has the 2 plasma guns. We've got the whatchamacallit, the
point it all out?
Yeah, tell me what we got over here. So we got
Grenadier
squad with the Melta and the Plasma.
Then we have Quartermaster
Back over here.
The Defensor.
We got the Defensor Vexilla Praetor.
Shield Captain.
Combat Engineer squad over there. And
Marshal.
The Marshal back over here.
And Command Squad.
And the Command Squad as well. Over there we have another. That's the other. The 2 plasma unit is back over there with the Grenadier squad, and we have another infantry squad over here, along with another field officer, and then we've got the Baneblade, of course, right over here. In Deep Strike, my opponent has spent some CP and has a relic to allow the Alaris Terminators to be. They're going to be in Deep Strike. Along with them is going to be the Vexilla Praetor with the Vexilla Magnifica. Easy for me to say. And then my opponent gave the warlord trait the dagger of Tisak. It's a relic. The dagger of Tisak, which allows his field officer with the power sword to, and along with one of his infantry squads, one of the grenadier squads with the 2 meltas. They're going to be outflanking, so they'll be able to come in on any table edge. So that is going to be deployment. As of right now, the Dark Angels will be going first, unless my opponent can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. No, he will not get it. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 1. Alrighty, so movement phase for the Dark Angels. My Intercessor squad moved up over this way. This Intercessor squad stayed still. My Land Raider moved up, and the 2 jump characters jumped in behind them over there. My Infiltrators stayed where they are, and all of these guys advanced. I spent 1 CP for Speed of the Raven for the Black Knights, and the 2 characters are not going to get that, so they're just going to be not shooting, but that's fine. All right, so that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. So starting it off, my Land Raider Crusader is going to fire his 2 Hurricane Bolters into the Engineer squad over here, and he's going to fire the Twin Assault Cannon into the Command squad. My opponent's going to spend a CP on Take Cover for the Engineer squad, giving them +1 to their save. So now we're going to go with the Twin Assault Cannon into the Command squad over here. These are going to be 12 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the captain. That's a lot of 2s. Holy cow. That is not great. Okie doke. We got 4 hits. Wounding on toughness 3, so wounding on 2s. Okay, 3 wounds at AP -2 because of Devastator Doctrine. All right, so the Vexilla Defensor is going to give him a 5-up invul save over here. Fails all of them, so that's going to be 3 dead. All right, so because the Dark Angels have their special what is it called? Doctrine, during the Devastator Doctrine, I'm going to get +6 inches to the range on my rapid fire Hurricane Bolters. So they're going to be firing over here rapid fire because of the fact that it gets them within 15 inches of them. So we're going to have 24 shots hitting on 3s. Back to that. Rerolling 1s for the captain. Whoop. That's going to be a hit. Wounding on 3s. All right, these are going to be 13 2-up saves because of cover and take cover. So here we go. Failing 2 of them.
And 6 up.
And then 6 up feeling no pain because of the whatchamacallit?
Quartermaster.
Quartermaster, that's the word. Nope, so 2 dead. And now my Black Knights over here are going to fire into them. We've got 14 shots with the Plasma Talons there because of the extra range, getting all of them in there. So these are going to be hitting on 3s because of Not suffering anything. Not going to supercharge those ones for those two reasons. And then these are going to be strength 7, so looking for 2s to wound. That is going to be all wounds there, so that's going to be 4, 8, 12 wounds. And these are going to be AP minus 3, so plus, but they've got a 5-up invul save because of the defensor there. Making a bunch of those. Ooh-wee. So that's going to be 3, 6 dead. My squad of intercessors here are going to fire. 4 of them can see his banner bro, so you're going to fire into him. And then the 1's going to fire into the engineer squad. 1 hit. No wound. And then the 1 into the engineer squad. That's going to be a hit. That's going to be a wound, AP minus 1. So 3 up saves.
Yep.
Ooh, dead. 6 up, feel no pain. Ooh, no. My apothecary is going to fire into the banner guy because he's got the range with the doctor in there. So these are going to be 2 shots. Hitting on 4s though because he advanced, not going to supercharge. Getting 1 hit, wounded on a 2. That's a wound, AP minus 3, so 5 up invul. No, 6 up, feel no pain. Oh, and he makes it. And then my the champion's gonna fire into his grenadier squad there, hitting on 4s because he advanced. Not a wound. All right, that's gonna be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. We do have some morale tests to take here. Oh no, what is that? Because of the
Death Korps ignores it from shooting.
Oh, Death Korps ignores morale phase from the shooting phase, so they're good to go. Yeah, nothing there for the Dark Angel. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Korps and the Custodes here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Death Korps and friends over here. This squad over here advanced up to get onto the objective. This squad moved up over here, or advanced up as well, getting close to my Land Raider. The Quartermaster advanced up as well, and everyone else just kind of moved up, including the 2 Custodians over here. His Baneblade stood still, as did the infantry squad back over here. He just moved up, or does he stay?
He's been there.
Oh, he's been there. Sorry, he stayed over here. Everyone else over here stood still as well, as did this infantry squad back over here and their field commander. And that is going to be it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so at the beginning of the turn, his field officer over here gave them the order for forward for the Emperor and forward for the Emperor, allowing them to shoot even though they advanced. So we're going to start with the combat engineer squad over here. They are going to utilize their demo charge and the melt-a-bomb. So he's also going to be spending it with CP on grenadiers to allow them to just to both throw those bombs. So we're going to go with the demo charge first. So it's going to be D6 shots. It's going to be 5 shots. These are going to be hitting on, what is it, threes? Hitting on 3s. That is going to be 3 hits. Strength 8. So 4s to wound. Strength 8, 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds there. AP.
Minus 3.
Minus 3, so looking for 5 up saves. Whew. Nope. D3 damage each. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. And now the melt-a-bomb is going to be fired.
On a 3. That's
a hit. Wounding on a 4. No, but re-rolling because of melt-a-bomb into a vehicle. No, not meant to be. Now his grenadiers are going to fire. The melt-a-gun is going to fire into my Land Raider. The plasma and the hot shot las guns are going to fire into my Black Knights over there. So we're going to go with the. What do you want to go with? Do the hot shots first. Hitting on 3s. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 3. So looking for 5s to wound. No wounds there. And then we'll do let's do the plasma as well into them. That is going to be a hit. That is going to be a wound. 4 up invul save because of Jinx since they advanced. No,
It's only 1 damage.
Yeah, I'm just going to let it happen. And now the Melta. That's a cocked dice there. That's about as cocked as it goes. That is a hit. Just looking for a 4 to wound. That is a wound. AP minus 4, so a 6 up save. No save there. Rolling 2 since he's within 6 inches there. Throws 3 damage. Now this grenadier squad over here is going to fire everything into my intercessors. So we're going to go with the 8 hot shots first. That is going to be all but 2 hits. These are strength 3, so 5s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound, AP -2, +1 because they're in cover over there, so looking for a 4-up. Yeah, he good. Woo! And then we got 2 shots from the plasma because they're out of double tap range over here. He is going to supercharge on these ones. So one of them will be dead. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. Nope, that's going to be 2 hits now. Wounding on 2s. That is going to be 1 wound over there, AP -3, so looking for a 5-up save since they're in cover. No, failed that. 1 dead. Now the thud guns are going to start firing into my Black Knights over here. So the first one. It's going to be
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 shots.
14 shots. All right, so these are going to be hitting on 4s. Come back to you with that. And strength 5, so wounding on 4s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds there. For AP nothing, so these are going to be looking for 3-up saves. Failed 2 of them. Second one firing in the same. Woo, that's going to be a lot. That's going to be 17, 20 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, that's going to be 5 hits. These are going to be wounding on 5s, or 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds there. 2 3-up saves. And I failed 1. And the last one's going to do the exact same thing over there. So he's going to have 11 shots. Hitting on 4s. All right. And then these are going to be wounding on 4s. That's going to be 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. And I make them both. This squad over here is going to fire into my Black Knights as well. So we've got 7 las guns and a crack grenade from the grenade launcher. Hitting on 3s because of being Death Korps. And then wounding on 5s and 3. Alrighty, so we got 2 las gun and 1 crack grenade. Las guns, 3-ups. Failed them both. That's a dead guy. And then the crack grenade is also a fail. D3 damage. And 1 will put 1 wound. And now this squad over here is going to fire into my Black Knights. Hitting on 3s. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s and 3. So that's going to be 2 and 1 again. So we got 2 3-ups. Making those, and then we got the 1 4-up. No, failed that. D3 damage. 2 damage, dead guy. And now the captain is going to fire his Castellan Axe into them. That's a hit.
Need a 5.
Need a 5 to wound. That's a wound. AP -1, 4-up save. Yeah, he good. And now the Baneblade is going to fire. He's going to put the Baneblade cannon into my Land Raider. He's going to put the 2 las cannons into my Intercessors. And he's going to put everything else into my Black Knights over there. So what do you want to start with?
And las cannons.
We'll do the las cannons into my Intercessors over here. So 2 shots hitting on 4s.
Yep.
That's going to be 1 hit. That will be a wound. AP -3, +1 because they're in cover. That's not going to be enough. So D6 damage. That's a dead guy. And now the main cannon is going to fire into my Land Raider over here.
And I'll use the gunnery experts.
Going to use the gunnery experts that he's got over there into that one. Ooh, Inception. Alrighty. Hitting on 4s. Alrighty. And then these are strength. What are these strength? Strength 9, so looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound. AP -3, so looking for a 5-up save. No, that's going to go through. 3 damage. And now the Demolish Cannon into the into my Black Knights over there. D6 shots. That's going to be 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. That's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on strength. What is it again? 10. So 2s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP 4-up invul save. I don't know why I'm asking for that. Made 1, failed 1. Damage. That's going to kill a guy. And now the autocannon into my Black Knights. That's going to be 2 hits. Strength 7, so 3s to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP -1, so 4-up save. He's good. And 18 shots coming in with the heavy bolters hitting on 4s. And wounding on 4s. That's going to be 6 4-up saves. And I failed 2 of them. Another guy dead. All right, that's going to be it for the Death Korps turn here on turn 1. I managed to hold this objective. My opponent held this objective. And we both held the ones in our deployment zone, giving us both 3 points here at the end of round 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 2. Movement phase for the Dark Angels. My Intercessor squad stayed back over here. This Intercessor squad moved up onto the objective. My Land Raiders stood still. My Deathwing Knights disembarked from the Land Raider. These two characters jumped up behind over here. These guys moved up onto the objective over there. These two bikers moved up and he advanced. I spent 1 CP on Speed of the Raven for him. And then out of Deep Strike came my Deathwing Terminators over here. I spent 2 CP for a combined assault, allowing him to drop more than 6 inches away from his dude bros, within 6 inches of my biker unit. He dropped regularly, as did my Deathwing Champion over there. So during the when these guys dropped in here, I spent 3 CP for Deathwing Assault, which will allow them to shoot as though it's the shooting phase. We'll come back to that. All right, so the Cyclone missile launchers are going to fire into the Thud gun over here, and then the Vultures are going to fire into the infantry squad in the front there. So we're going to go with the Cyclone missile launchers first, hitting on 4 since they moved. That is going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, wounded on a 3. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -2.
So it'll be 6 up.
6 up. No, that's going to go through. D6 damage. That's 6 damage. All right, so that's going to take care of one of those Thud guns. And now the Storm Bolters firing into the infantry squad there. It's going to be 40 shots, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. All right, so we've got 15 wounds here. AP -1 because it's Tactical Doctrine since it had to change here. These are going to be looking for 5 up saves. Come back to that. That killed 8 guys.
I'll spend a
Interesting point over here. The squad over here, because they lost those 8 guys during the movement phase, they will have to take morale at the end of the turn for this because they ignore the ones during the shooting phase, but not the movement phase since they took that. So interesting. That's good. That's an interesting little tidbit there. So now the Land Raider over here is going to start us off in the shooting phase. He's going to put Twin Assault Cannon into these guys. He's going to put 1 Hurricane Bolter into these guys and 1 Hurricane Bolter into those guys. So we're going to go with the Twin Assault Cannon first.
I'll spend a CP on take cover for them.
He's going to spend a CP on take cover for these guys over here. So we're going to go with the Twin Assault Cannon first on those 2 guys in the front there. These are going to be hitting on 4s because he's in his 2nd profile now. These are strength 6 though, so wounding on 2s. That is going to be 5 wounds at AP -1. So 5, what is it on your 5 ups? Nope, they are going to be dead. 6 up, feel no pain. Nope, still dead. And then the Twin Assault, then the Hurricane Bolter, I should say, into the squad over here. Hitting on 4s because of the profile. 4 hits, 3s, 1 wound. AP -1 though because it's the Tactical Doctrine. No, dead. Feel no pain. I keep forgetting about. No, still dead. And then the 12 shots into these guys over here, hitting on 4s because of the profile. 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP -1, +1 because they took take cover there. So 4 up saves. Making all of them. All right, now my Terminator squad is going to fire. It's going to fire the two Cyclone missile launchers into the 2nd Thud gun over here, and then 2 guys with the Storm Bolters are going to fire into his Banner Bro, and the others are going to fire into the the squad up there. So we're going to do it with the Cyclone missile launchers first, hitting on 4s because they did move. That's going to be 1 hit. That's going to be a wound. AP -2.
Just take a dude
He's going
off.
to take a dude off there. 6 up save on the crew there. No, he's dead. And then the 2 Storm Bolters into the Banner Bro. They're in rapid fire of him. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP -1 because of the Tactical Doctrine.
6 up.
6 up saves. Makes 1, fails 1, and then rolling for Feel No Pain.
Nope.
No, he felt it, so he did. And then the other Storm Bolters into here. 3 of them are in rapid fire, hitting on 3s. And wounding on 3s. Alrighty, so that's going to be 3, 6, 9 wounds at AP -1. He's got 1 guy in cover, but the others are out of cover. So
Who's this into?
Into this squad over here. Into this squad over here.
No one's in cover right there.
Isn't that guy? Oh no, that's a character. So no one's in cover over there for them. So it's going to be 9 -1s, 5 ups. And then 6 up, feel no pains.
A lot of them.
A bunch of them there. Making 2 of them, so that's going to be 5, 6. That's going to kill the squad. All right, my Black Knights, one of the guys came back because of the apothecary over there. They're going to fire into the thud guns. I am going to supercharge, so we're going to do one at a time here. This is going to be the non-sergeant. That is going to be a dead guy over there. Put 1 hit. And then 2 hits from the other one there. These are going to be strength 8, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds into your thud gun. That is going to be AP minus 4 on these because it is tactical doctrine. We'll come back. Yep, that's just going to kill the thud gun there. And now my apothecary is going to fire into the Vexilla over here. He's going to have 2 shots, not going to supercharge, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 1 hit. That is not going to be a wound. And my champion here is going to fire into the Bane Blade. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 1 wound, AP minus 4 because of the tactical doctrine here. So it's going to go straight through, so just 1 damage. All right, so this intercessor squad is going to fire into this engineer squad, or no, grenadier squad. They're going to be hitting on 3s. Rerolling, oh no, they did move, so getting 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 2 though, because of its tactical doctrine. So he still gets to take cover, so that's going to be +1, so we're looking for 5s. Making 1, failing 1. 6 up, feel no pain. No. My Ancient's going to fire his Stormbolter into the Vexilla Praetor there. That's going to be 4 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds, 2 2-up saves. Makes them both. All right, so into the assault phase now. My Deathwing Knights are going to charge into all 3 of the guys, or all the people over here. My opponent's going to spend 1 CP on Tanglefoot grenades, so it's going to add D6 to my charge distance essentially over here. So it's going to add 4 inches to it. I did get off Canticle of Hate over there, so we're going to have +2 inches. So essentially, I'm just going to be -2 to the charge all told when I roll the dice over here. But I did take his Warlord trait is Master of Maneuver, which allows me to re-roll the dice for charges, which is pretty good. Okay. So, but here's coming the Overwatch here. What are we going to start with?
2 las pistols.
The 2 las pistols over there. No hits from them.
And then his
we'll do his Guardian Spear. Oh no, his axe, but still no hit there.
Either way.
Yeah, either which way. So they needed a 6-inch charge to get in over here. So it's going to be looking for an 8-inch charge now because of that. But they needed a 4-inch charge, so a 6-inch charge to get in over here. I am gonna 1 second. All right, I'm gonna roll that with the Master Maneuver over there. Really gonna risk it here. Oh, but it pays off with that 10. And now my Master is gonna charge into these guys over here. Would be a 10-inch charge, but needs 8 because of the Canticle. That's not gonna get him. Master Maneuver, he gets to re-roll that. Dadoy. No, so close, but no. And then the same thing over here with my Chaplain. He needed a 9-inch charge, so a 7 on the dice. That will be in. And now my Deathwing Terminators are going to charge into his Baneblade over here. I'm going to need an 8-inch charge, but we're going to have a whole lot of shooting coming in here. My opponent's going to spend 1 CP on Defensive Gunners to allow him to hit on 5s. So we're going to start with
Heavy Vultures. Heavy
Vultures first. So 5s to hit. Okay. 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds. AP minus 1, so looking for 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them. Autocannon firing. That's no hits there.
Last cannon.
Last cannons. That's going to be 2 hits there. That's going to be 1 wound there. 5 up. He's good with a fill face. Demolisher cannon. It's going to have 6 shots. Pretty good. Hitting on 6s. Oh, 5s again. Sorry. That's going to be 3 hits. Pretty good. That's going to be 1 wound. 5 up invul. Yeah, with the 5. Woo! And the Baneblade. Gunny Expert to reroll that one. Hitting on 5s. Getting 3, 4 hits there. Wounded on strength 9, right? So 2s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds.
I'll CP reroll.
Going to spend a CP to reroll that. That's going to be 4 wounds.
-3.
So AP minus 3, so 5 up invul. Make 1, failing 3 of them. 3 damage each, so that's going to be 3 dead. And they're going to need an 8-inch charge to get in over there. And they're in with the double fill face. All right, so my Deathwing Champion is going to charge into this squad over here. So we're going to have one grenade launcher, and the rest are going to be las gun shots. Actually, they're going to be in double tap range over there. So these are going to be hitting on 6s, though. So here we go. Getting no hits there. So he needs a 9-inch charge to get in. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll this one. My last CP. No, not meant to be. And now my Raven Wing champion is going to charge in as well. Hitting on 6s, getting a couple las gun shots there.
5s.
Hitting on 5s, getting 1 wound. Saving it on that one, though. His charge distance is in. And now my intercessors are going to charge into his guys over here. So we'll do the 2 plasma guns first, and then we'll do the rest of the rest of the las gun shots. Is it or hot shot las gun? So we'll do the 2 plasma first.
I'll supercharge.
Gonna supercharge it. Looking for 6s. Getting 1 hit. No blow ups. That's a wound, but that's a save with a fill face. And then we've got some hot shot las gun shots that are going to be coming in here, also hitting on 6s. And then they're going to be looking for 5s to win. So 6s to hit. No hits there. So their charge distance is going to be in. All right, so now we're going to start off the fight phase here with my Deathwing Terminators into his Baneblade. We're going to go with the fists first. So they're going to have 3 attacks each because of Shock Assault. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of Unwieldy. Alrighty. And then Strength 8, Tough 8, looking for 4s to wound. Alrighty, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP -3. So we have 6 up saves. Making none of them, so they're going to be D3 damage apiece. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 damage. And then the sergeant's going to attack over there with his power sword. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 6s. Getting 2 6s, AP -3, 5 up saves, 6 up saves. Making 1, failing 1, so he takes 1 damage. My opponent's going to spend 2 CP to interrupt with his shield captain over here. He's going to be hitting on 2s. All right, that's going to be all hits there. The big one's the Misericordia. These are going to be wounding on, what is it?
2s and then
2s and
3s.
3s. Okie dokie, that's going to be all wounds there. So that's going to be 5.
-1, and these are -2.
Those are -2. So they're all going to be 3 up saves anyway, but they're different damage. So we'll do the 5 axes first. Looking for 3 up invul saves. Oh, failed 2 of them. What's the damage on those? D3? 1, and then it's going to kill a guy.
Yep.
And then the Misericordia. That's going to be a save. Now my Interrogator Chaplain's going to attack into the Quartermaster over here. He's going to have 4 attacks on the charge, hitting on 2s. That's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. Oh, nothing. And now my Deathwing Knights are going to attack. 2 of them are going to attack into his Vexilla Praetor. 2 are going to go into the Shield Captain. And then 3 are going to go into the Quartermaster over here. So we're going to go with the 2 into the Vexilla Praetor first. These are going to be 6 attacks on the charge here, hitting on 3s. That's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on Toughness 5, or Toughness 5. So these are going to be wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -2. 4 up invul save. Failed both of them. That's going to be 6 damage. And that kills him. And then we got the 6 attacks into the Shield Captain over here. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Oh, 1 wound, AP -2. 3 up invul save. No, that's going to go through for 3 damage. He's got Superior Creation as his Warlord trait, so he's got Feel No Pains. That's going to be 1, making 1, so he fails 2. And then we got 2 guys with maces and 1 master into the Knight Master into the Quartermaster squad there. So we'll do the maces first. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be AP -2 on these. What's their save? 1 second.
We'll start.
All right, so we've got 5 6 up saves here. So we're going to do the retinue first. So we'll do 1 at a time for each of them. So we'll do 1 at a time on the first one. So 6 up. Nope. 3 damage. So 3 Feel No Pains. 6 up. Nope. That will be a dead one. So that's going to be 1. Then we've got the next one. That's a save. That one's not, though. 3 damage. Nope, that's going to be a dead retinue there. And then we've got 2 more, so you may as well just do those. 6 ups. Nope, and that's going to be 6 damage. Feel no pains here. Let's see. No, he is going to be dead. Now my intercessors are going to attack over here. We got 10 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP nothing because they're just slapping them in turn 2. 4 ups. Fails 3 of them. And now my Raven Wing Champion's going to attack into that squad over there. 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. It's going to be 3 hits, wounding on 2s. That is going to be 3 wounds, AP -3, so that's going to be 3 dead guys. We're going to start over there with that squad, hitting into my Raven Wing Champion. 3s. Hitting on 3s. And wounding on 5s. That's going to be 2 wounds. That's going to be 2 saves.
Hitting on 5.
Baneblade's going to attack in here. 6 attacks, hitting on 5s. It's going to be 2 hits. Strength 9, so 2s to wound. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -2, so looking for 4 up saves. Making 1, failing 1. Damage D3 on that one. 1 damage. Now his Marshal's going to attack into my dude bros. Hitting on 3s. It's going to be 2 hits.
5s.
5s to wound. That's 2 wounds.
-3.
-3, but 3 up invul saves. Making 1, failing 1. And now the Grenadiers are going to attack in over here. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. Making a save. All right, so we have some leadership tests to take. These guys lost 3 over there, so it's going to be 3 plus 1 is good to go. And then this squad over here lost 2 in the phase when they can do it. So 2 plus 5 is good to go on that 7. So that is going to be it for the fight phase. That is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn there. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Death Korps Kreig here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Kree here on turn 2. His Baneblade fell back, and then this infantry squad moved up here to try to get between it and the Terminators over here. I wasn't able to quite wrap around his shield captain who backed out over here, but his field marshal over here wasn't able to get out, so I was able to pin him in over there. Over here, these guys backed out of combat. These guys moved up over this way. His thud guns stayed still, correct? Mm-hmm. Yeah, stayed still. These are the crew that were left over from the thud guns that were killed over there. These guys backed out of combat over here, but around to try to hold on to the objective. And over here, these guys deep struck or outflanked over here with the dagger, with the 10-man squad and the field officer over there. And these guys dropped in 9 inches over here, along with the Vexilla, with the Vexilla Praetor, with the Vexilla
Magnifica.
That's the Magnifica over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Over here, he's going to give himself in the order over here for move, move, move. So they've got to advance 2 inches. Going to spend a CP to re-roll that one into a 1. All right, his Alaris Terminators over here are going to shoot into my Terminators. They're in rapid fire range, so these are going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s because of the shield captain over there. That's going to be all hits. These are going to be strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. -1. AP -1, so 3 up saves. Failing 1. My opponent's going to spend his last CP to have this squad here do Grenadiers, and they're all going to throw crack grenades into my Terminators over here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Yep. Alrighty, and these are strength 6, so wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds there. AP -1, 3 up saves. Making them all. Last pistol from him. That's going to be cocked.
Not going to try and
do that one out. That's a hit.
5 again.
That is not a wound. The thud gun's going to fire into my Terminators over here. That's going to be 10, 12 shots. Hitting on 4s.
Yep.
3s to wound. That's going to be 4 wounds there. 4 2 up saves. Failing 1. They were given the order to get back in the fight, so they're going to shoot into my Raven Wing Champion over here. We are going to have 1 crack grenade from the grenade launcher, and the rest are going to be just regular lasgun shots, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good there. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s and 3. All right, so that's going to be 2 wounds, 3 up saves. Failing 1. And the officer's going to throw a crack grenade. That's not going to hit. These squads over here are going to fire into my Terminators with their las guns. Hitting on 3s.
No, these are on 4s.
Oh, hitting on 4s.
Because they're crew.
Because they're crew, sorry. Looking for 5s to wounds. 2. That's going to be 2 wounds. 1 failed. These guys were also given the order to get back in the fight, so they're going to fire into my intercessors. Are you going to supercharge?
Yeah.
Going to supercharge with the plasma. All right, so, oh man, 1 second. All right, we worked it out. So just one guy is going to die there. We rolled to see where the guns were going to go, where those 2 1s were coming from. But now we're going to have the 2 hits there, though. There's going to hit not wounded on 2s. That's going to be 2 wounds, looking for 6 up saves. No, failed them as 2 dead guys. And now the las gun shots, hotshot las gun shots coming in here. Alrighty, these are going to be wounding on 5s. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -2. That's not a save. All right, so now his Baneblade is going to fire. He's going to fire his Demolisher and Las into my Land Raider, everything else into my Terminators. It's worth noting that my opponent had spent 1 CP on a tank ace ability on him to allow him to get the benefit of his regimental bonuses, even though he's in a super heavy auxiliary detachment. And in doing so, he also gave them the regimental, so he has jury rig and he has the re-rolling 1 die to determine the number of shots, gunnery experts for his ones there. So he did do that, rolled a 6 for his jury rig, which meant he got to heal up D3 and then healed 3. So he's at 10 wounds down. So he's at 14 left, so he's still in his top profile here. So all these shots are going to be top profile. So we're going to go with the las guns first. Las cannons first, not las guns, las cannons. He did move, right? So he's hitting on 5s.
He doesn't suffer that.
Oh, it doesn't suffer the penalty. Steel Behemoth, all that fun stuff. I forgot about that. That is going to be a wound with the las cannon over there. AP -3, looking for a 5 up save. No, that's going to go through. D6 damage. 2 damage. And now the Demolisher. That's going to be 6 shots. Pretty good there. These are also going to be hitting on 4s. That is going to be, no, that's 1 cock there, yep. 1 hit here. That is a wound. And that's not a save. D6 damage. 4 damage. He is dead. Does he explode? He does not. Now the Baneblade Cannon is going to fire in first here. So that's going to be 11 gunnery expert on that one there. Into 2, that's still better than that, so that's going to be 12 shots. And these are going to be hitting on 4s. Pretty good.
Killed.
Wounded on 2s. That's going to be 3 wounds, 5 up saves. Making 2 of them. So it's going to be 1 dead guy. Autocannon's going to fire. It's going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. That's going to be a save with a fill face. And here come the heavy bolters. Wounded on 3s. Ooh, baby. We got 9 3-up saves. Failing 1 of them.
Told you.
All right, that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, his artillery here is going to charge into me. So I'm going to go fire with the Cyclone missile launchers first. Hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s. Grim Resolve, nothing there. And then we've got 12 shots with the Storm Bolters over here. Hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s. Okay, that's going to be 3 hits.
5.
That's 2 wounds.
4 up.
2 4-ups. 2, well, it doesn't make a difference. 5 ups because it's AP -1.
Yeah,
so that's going to be 2 damage onto him over there. And then you have a 6-inch charge, correct?
Yep.
All right, 6-inch charge. That is going to be not enough. And then this 2-man gunnery crew is going to charge in. Cyclone missile launchers. Getting no hits there. And then we've got the Storm Bolters coming in over here. These are going to be hitting on 6s. Rerolling 1s. So that's going to be 3 hits. 3s. That's going to be 3 wounds. Making 2 saves, failing 1 of them. They're regular guardsmen there because of the gun crew, so that actually killed those 2 guys. And then this 3-man squad is going to try it over here. Cyclone missile launchers. No hits there. Storm bolters. Rerolling those ones. That's going to be 3 wounds. 3 wounds. AP -1. So again, 6 up saves. Nope, failed them. They're dead. And then this 10-man squad's going to go in there. Cyclone missile launchers. Getting 1 hit. That's a dead guy there. That was AP -2. And then, oh no, that's not a dead guy. They got 6 up because those are Kreig. So he's got an AP -2. Oh no, 5 ups, yes. And then this goes into the Storm bolters. So it's going to be 2, 3 rerolls. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 hits. That's going to be 1 wound, AP -1. That's going to be a save. So now they get to charge in over here. They're in. And the Baneblade's going to charge in. He's in. The Alaris Terminators are going to charge into my Deathwing Knights over here. They need a 9-inch charge. 6, that one's cocked over there. No, they will not make it. All right, so now his Baneblade's going to attack into me over here. He's going to have 9 attacks, hitting on 5s. That's not bad, getting a bunch of hits there. These are now going to be strength 9, so looking for 2s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds, AP -2, so looking for 4 up saves. Making 2 of them, failing 1, which is going to kill that guy. This infantry squad is now going to attack into my Terminators. And these are going to be wounding on 5s. Going to be 1 wound, 2 up save. Yeah, he good. And now his Field Marshal over here is going to attack, hitting on 3s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 5s. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -3, so 5, right? Because he's got the one with the power sword. So 3 up invul saves. Making them both. All right, so now my Deathwing, my Raven Wing champion over here, who heroically intervened back into the squad, is going to attack. He's going to have 4 attacks since he heroically intervened. Gets that +1 for that. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 2 at AP -3. That's just 2 dead guys. And then they get to swing back at me over here. That's going to be all hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. Failed 1. And now my Deathwing Knights are going to attack into his Field Marshal over here. So he's going to have 12 attacks with the maces. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 2s. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at AP -2. So he's got a 5 up refractor field here. So 5 up invuls. But fails enough that he is definitely dead. Alrighty, so at the end of the turn here, these guys piled in. They got to consolidate 6 inches because they were within range of him with his litany going off there. So they moved over here. They didn't consolidate into him for combat because I don't feel like giving him some free attacks. But we do have 1 leadership test to take over there. They lost 2 guys in the fight phase, so 2 + 1 is good to go. So that's going to be it for the oh no, I do have some more attacks over here. I forgot about these guys. My Terminators are actually going to attack into the Baneblade over here. They're going to have 6 attacks because they were charged there, hitting on 4s. That is going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -3. 6 ups. Makes 1. D3 damage. Takes 1. Not much of a difference maker there, but that's enough. So at the end of the battle round here, my opponent has 1 point for holding this objective back here. He also has more troops over here, so he gets that objective for 3 points. Back over here, I have more guys within range of the objective, so I will get the 1 point for there and the 2 points for holding this one over there. So we will get an additional 3 points there. So that's going to be it for the movement phase, or that's going to be it for the round 2 here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels. These guys stayed back here on the objective. He stayed on the objective here. My Chaplain jumped up over this way. My Smash Captain, my Smash Master jumped up over this way. My Deathwing Knights moved up over this way. Ancient advanced up over this way. These guys stayed back on the objective. My Ravenwing champion stayed in combat. My Deathwing champion moved up. Then these guys shot up over this way. My apothecary, he brought back a guy with 1 wound left over here, and these guys stayed in combat. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. Start off the shooting phase. My intercessor here is going to fire into them. That's going to be 2 hits. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -1 because we're into the Assault Doctrine now in turn 3.
Okay.
That's going to be AP -1. Those are saves on that. Yep, that's the saves. And now my chaplain is going to fire throw a frag grenade. So that's going to be 6 shots. That is going to be 4 hits. That is going to be 1 wound. 4 up save. Nope, dead guy. And now my squad here of Black Knights are going to fire into these guys. They are going to supercharge, so we're going to go one at a time. We'll do it the injured guy first. They're good shots. And good shots there. So these are wounding on 3s. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -3 into them. 2 damage apiece.
Don't know how artillery works with cover, but...
1 second. All right, so that's going to kill the gun and 1 guy. And then my apothecary is going to fire into these guys. Not going to supercharge. Good thing. That's a dead guy there. He's going to fire his bolt pistol into them. Rerolling 1s because of himself. That is a hit. That is not a wound. And my intercessors are going to fire into his squad over here. Rerolling 1s because they stood still. Okay, not meant to be. And then wounding on 3s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 at AP -1. So that's going to be 2 dead guys. And now these guys over here are going to fire into this squad. Because of Bolter Discipline, they've got rapid fire there. Okay, those are not meant to be. And these are going to be, that's 6. Those 2 6s are wounds because of their, because of the bolters that they, marksman bolters there. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s. So that's going to be a total of 5 wounds over there. AP nothing though. 4 up armor saves. Making 3 of them, 2 more dead. All right, so that's going to be it for shooting into the assault phase. My Smash Master is going to charge into his shield captain over here. Overwatch from the shield master. All right, no hits there. His charge distance. 4 inches might? Let's find out. That will not get in, but his warlord trait is Master of Maneuver, so I get to re-roll it. He's in with a 6 inches. Now my Deathwing Knights are going to charge into his Baneblade and into his Dude Bro back over here. And those guys, because why not? So here comes their charge. 4, I'm going to re-roll that because of Master of Maneuver. And a 9 inches will get him in. Now my Interrogator Chaplain is going to charge into these guys over here.
Plasma.
Plasma first, supercharging. That's going to be no hits, but no blowing up, which is good. And then crack grenade. That's not going to be a hit. So his charge distance is in. And then he's going to charge in as well. My Ravenwing Black Knights are going to charge into those guys over there. They're going to be in. And now my Deathwing Champion is going to charge into both his guy over here and this squad. Last pistol from that guy is not going to be a hit. So his charge distance, that one's cocked. And a 5 is not going to get him into either of them. And then my intercessors here are going to charge into these guys. He's got 2 Meltas, which are going to be the big dice, and the rest are going to be hot shot lasgun shots. Hitting on 6s? No, nothing there. Their charge distance is in.
Still got 15.
Alrighty, so my master here is going to start us off. He's got a mastercrafted Thunderhammer. That's what I took as my relic. So he's going to hit into his shield captain over here. So I've got 5 attacks on the charge. These are going to be hitting on 3s because of the hit being unwieldy. Rerolling 1s because of himself. That's going to be 4 hits. These are going to be strength 8, so wounding on 3s. That's going to be 2 wounds. 2 3-up invul saves. Oh, and he fails 1. That's 4 damage because of the mastercrafted. But he does have feel no pains. 6 ups. And he makes 2 of them, so he's still alive.
It's 5
Oh, it's 5 up, so he only takes 1 wound. And then my chaplain's going to attack over here. That's going to be all hits. That's going to be 3 wounds at AP -1. 3 5 ups. Nope, fails them. They are dead. And now my Black Knights are going to attack in over there. Hitting on 3s. Strength +1, so wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 at AP -1. So 2 5-ups. Failing 1, making 1. All right, so now 2 of my guys are going to, the Deathwing Knights are going to attack in over here. 2 of them are going to go into his character, and everyone else is going to go into the Baneblade. So we're going to go the 2 into the character. 3 attacks apiece, hitting on 3s. Alrighty. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -3 now because of the Doctrine here. So here comes 5-up saves because of his refractor field. Makes 1 of them, so that's going to be 6 damage. He's dead. And now the mace is into his Baneblade over here. These are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the master that's over there. That's just going to be 1. Wow, that's a lot of 2s. I needed that not to happen. Wow. These are going to be strength 8, so 4s to wound. It's cocked. That's going to be 1, 2 wounds at AP -3, so 6-up saves. Fails them both, so that's going to be 6 damage. And then the flail is going to hit over here. That's going to be all hits. Strength +2, so strength 6, so looking for 5s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound at AP -4. So that's just going to be 2 damage because it's AP -3 base. And now my intercessors are going to attack over here, hitting on 3s. These are going to be wounding on 3s. Alrighty. And these are going to be AP -1 because of the Doctrine. So it's going to be 3, 6, 9 AP -1s. AP -1. So looking for, what is it, 5-ups? So failed 4 of them.
5 wounds.
And now my Terminators here are going to attack into the Baneblade. We've got 4 attacks here, hitting on 4s.
Oh, I have more than 5.
That is going to be 3 hits, wounding on 4s.
7.
That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -4 now because they're Thunder D3 damage here. Doing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to him right here. That's exactly enough to kill him. Does he explode? On a 3, he does not. And then his guys over here are going to attack into my champion. That's going to be 3 hits, looking for 5s. Getting cocked. That was the one's cocked. This one with a save. 3 attacks from a champion because he was did not charge there, so that's going to be 3 hits. That is going to be 3 wounds, 3 dead guys. All right, so now these guys are going to attack into my Terminators over here. We've got 9 guys that are going to be attacking in. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. That is going to be 1 wound and a save. And then these guys are going to attack into my Intercessors. Hitting on 3s and wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. Ooh, wound. We've got 1 leadership test to take over here. They lost 2 guys in combat. 2 + 6 is 7, sorry, 8, so 1 guy will run away. That'll be it for the Dark Angel's turn here. The 1 guy over here did run away because they lost 7 guys in combat, so the 1 guy left had to run away. And that is going to be it. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Kreig and the Custodes here on turn 3. We completely forgot that his shield captain did attack over here, so we've got to do these attacks for him because, I mean, that would be a complete disservice if we didn't do that over here because that's a pretty big one. So he's going to have how many attacks?
5 and the Misericordia.
5 and the Misericordia. These are going to be hitting on 2s. All right, that's going to be all hit, all except for re-rolling 1s because of himself. Nope, not meant to be. What is the axe is what?
8. Strength
8. So these are all wounded on 2s.
That one's going to be a 3.
That's going to be, oh, that would be wounded on 3s. These are wounded on 2s. So that's going to be 4, AP -2. So looking for 3-up invul saves with his Storm Shield. Making 3 D3 damage. Takes 2 damage. All right, so movement phase for the Kreig here. His guy is, what is he, a field officer?
Yep.
Advanced up over this way to get within 6 inches of these guys who fell back from my Terminators so we can give them orders. The Alaris Terminators and the Vexilla Praetor moved up over this way. His shield captain stayed in combat. And And over here, these guys fell out of combat, but his dude bro advanced up to get within 6 inches of them to give them an order. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. These guys here got the order to get back in the fight, so they are now going to fire into my Deathwing Knights over here, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s and 3 with the crack grenade there. 4 2-up saves. Oh, failed 2 of them. And then his this guy over here is going to shoot his last gun.
4 up.
4 ups. Nope. The Alaris Terminator is going to fire into my Terminators over there. Rerolling because of the shield captain. Strength 4. Strength 4, so force to wound. That's going to be 1 wound. AP -1, so 3-up save. No, failed that, but that's 2 damage. Then over here we've got them. They got the order to get back in the fight, so we're going to do Hotshot Laz. That's going to be 1 hit. That is going to not be a wound. And then we've got the Melta firing. That's going to be 1 hit. That's going to be a wound. That's going to be a wound. AP -4, so 6-up save because of cover. No, that's going to be a dead guy. And then he's going to throw a crack grenade over here. That is cocked. That is not a hit. We forgot about their wrist grenades. They're going to fire them into the Terminator them. Salt D3. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 shots. 2s to hit. That's going to be all hits. Strength what? 4, so 4 to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds. AP -3. So these are going to be looking for 5-up saves. No, 4-up saves because they he's in cover over there. Makes 1, but he's dead. And now the Terminators are going to charge into my Deathwing Knights over here. That's going to be in. And the Crewman is going to charge. He's in. And the Vexilla is going to charge into my Captain over there. He's in. The Officer over here is going to charge into my Intercessors. They're going to fire Overwatch. 6s, re-rolling 1s. No 1s there, just 2 6s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -1. 5 up. Fails 1, makes 1, and his charge distance is way in. So now the Alaris Terminators are going to attack into my Deathwing Knights over here. The large dice is going to be the axe. The smaller dice are going to be the 2 Guardian Spears. So these are going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because they are within 6 inches of the shield captain over there. All right, not meant to be on that 1 axe. And these are going to be strength what?
The axes are going to be strength 8. The
strength 8 on the axes, so they're going to be 2s.
6.
Strength 6 on the Guardian Spears, so those are going to be wounded on 3s. So 2s and 3s. Alrighty. And then you got the 1-1 there. So let's do the axes first. These are going to be AP -2, so 3-up invul saves. Making both of those. And then we've got 6 saves on these, AP -3 on the Guardian Spears, 3-up invul saves. Failing 2 of those. What's the damage on those? The first one's 1 and it's going to kill a guy. And what?
1 and 3.
1 and 3. So that's going to kill 2 guys. And their Misericordia attacks. That's going to be 3 hits. That's going to be nothing. No wounds.
1 wound.
It's actually strength 5. So AP though is -2. So 3-up invul. He's good. The Praetor is going to attack with his Misericordia over here, hitting on 2s. That's going to be re-rolling that 1. Okay, that's going to be all hits. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 4 wounds there. AP -2, 3-up invuls. Making all but 1. Now this guy over here is going to attack, 3 attacks. That's going to be 1 hit. That's not going to be a wound. And this one guy charged in over here. That's going to be a hit.
That's a 1.
That's a 1, no wound. And now his shield captain is going to attack into my captain over here, into my master. So he's going to be hitting on 2s. Rerolling because of himself. All right, not meant to be on that 1. And these are going to be wounding on 2s, right?
2s and a 3.
2s and a 3. So that's going to be 3 and 1 there. So we'll do the 3-up invul saves. Failed 2. He's going to be dead. And that is Slay the Warlord. All right, so now my Deathwing Knights are going to attack into his Terminators over here. They've got 3 attacks each because they got charged. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, no rerolls because my captain is dead. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 at AP -3 now because of the assault doctrine being in effect. 4 up invul saves on these. Failed 3 of them, so that's going to be 3 damage apiece. How many wounds do they have each? 1 second.
Each, I think.
And they got 4 each, so that's going to be 1 dead and 1 has 1 wound left. And then these guys are going to attack into his officer over there. That is going to be 1, 2, 3 wounds, 3 4-up saves.
5 ups.
5 ups? He's only got 5 up?
That's all he has.
Okay. Oh, it's AP -1, yeah. Okay, that's going to be a dead guy. All right, and that's going to be it for the turn here. At the end of the turn, my 4 guys back here are within range to be able to hold this objective, giving me 4 points. I got 2 points for this for 6 points, 2 points for this to 8 points, and then 1 point for this, giving me 9 points. So getting up to, yeah, that was a really big turn there. And my opponent got Slay the Warlord, but still pretty big change of events there. So that's going to be it for the turn here on turn 3. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Dark Angels. Movement phase for the Dark Angels, my Intercessor stood still back over here. This Intercessor stood still. My Chaplain moved up here. He did get off his Litany of Hate, so rerolling hits in the fight phase. Over here, my Deathwing Knight stayed in combat. My Apothecary came up and then brought a guy back with 1 wound remaining over here. And my Deathwing Ancient advanced up over this way. These guys, my Black Knights moved up. My Infiltrators stayed still. He advanced. My Deathwing Champion advanced. And my Ravenwing Champion just moved up. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off, my Interrogator Chaplain is going to throw a crack grenade into his Shield Captain over there. That's going to be a hit on a 4 because it's -1 to hit because of his thing there. But that's still going to be a hit on a 4, looking for a 3 to wound. No, not going to wound. These guys over here are going to fire into his Praetor, hitting on 4s because of a -1 to hit. All right, so these 2 6s are auto hits. Rerolling 1s because of Grim Resolve. Alrighty. So 3s are not hits. And then these are going to be wounding on 5s. Nothing there. So it's going to be 2 wounds. AP nothing. So just 2 up saves on your Praetor over there. Makes them both. My Intercessors are going to fire into his guys over here. Rerolling 1s because they didn't move. Not meant to be. And then 3s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP -1. 5 AP -1s. Failing, but they're in cover, so failing 2 of them. My Intercessor here is going to fire into the Shield Captain. 2 shots hitting on 4s because of -1 to hit. That's not going to be a wound. All right, and these Black Knights are going to fire into the Praetor over here. I am going to supercharge, so we're going to go with the wounded one first, hitting on 4s because of the -1. That's going to be a dead guy, but also a hit. And that's going to be 2 hits, but not a dead guy on that one. Wounding on 3s. That's going to be 1 wound at AP -3.
4 pinballs.
4 pinball save. He's good. He's going to fire his Plasma Talons into the guy over there. I'm going to supercharge. That's going to be 2 hits. That's 2 wounds. He has a 5-up Refractor Field save.
Double 1s.
Double 1, so he will be dead. All right, my Apothecary is going to fire into these guys over here. That's 1 hit. And that is a wound. AP -3 is just going to kill one of those guys. All right, into the assault phase, my Chaplain is going to charge into his Shield Captain over here. Not going to hit on either of those. His charge distance is in. My Apothecary is going to charge into the Shield Captain. He's in. Ravenwing Champion is going to charge into these guys over here. So they've got some shots coming into me. I've got, what, the grenade launcher and then a bunch of lasgun shots. They're going to be firing. These are going to be looking for 6s to hit. And they're going to be looking for, 6s to hit. Getting 2 hits. No wounds.
And the grenade.
And the grenade. No hit. Charge. He's in. And then my intercessors are going to charge in over here. That is not a hit. Their charge distance is definitely in. All right, we're going to start off with my Deathwing, with my Interrogator Chaplain here. He does have the Deathwing keyword, which means that he will proc off of the Deathwing Ancient over here. So he's going to have 5 attacks now on the charge here. These are going to go into the Shield Captain. These are going to be hitting on 2s, rerolling everything because of his litany that he got off there. That's going to be all hits. Strength +1, so strength 5, toughness 5. So looking for 4s to wound. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP -1.
3 up.
Oh, my AP -1 second. Yep, AP -1, so 3 up saves. Fails one of them, so he takes 2 damage. Oh no, he's got his feeling of pain. Makes one of them, so he's down to 2. Now my Ravenwing Apothecary is going to attack in here. 4 attacks on the charge. That's going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the Interrogator Chaplain there. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 5s. So he's tough 5. That's going to be 2 wounds. AP -1, so that's going to be saves. 4 attacks from him into the squad over here. It's going to be all hits. That's going to be 3 dead. And then my guys are going to attack over here. They're going to be hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 3s. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at AP -1. Go ahead. Making 3 of them, but not enough to save his guy. And now my Deathwing Knights are going to attack into the Alaris Terminators. They are going to have 2 attacks base, but they get +1 because of the banner. They don't get +1 because they didn't charge for Shock Assault. So these are going to be hitting on 3s. Re-rolling because of the Interrogator Chaplain there. Not meant to be. Strength 8, so 3s to wound. That is going to be a bunch there. Wow, okay, so that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. AP -3 because of the Assault Doctrine here. So these are 4 up invul saves. No, they will be dead. The Praetor is going to attack into my Apothecary over here. Rerolling 1s because of the Shield Captain. That's going to be all hits. Strength 5, right? So 4s to wound. That is going to be no wounds. And then the Shield Captain is going to attack into my Chaplain over here. Interrogator Chaplain hitting on 2s. That's going to be all hits. Wounding on 2s and 3. So that is going to be, and that 3 is that. So it's going to be 4 at AP -3, right?
Yep.
So it's going to be a 4 up Rosaria save here. Making 2 of them, 2 failed. What's the damage? 4 damage. Ooh, 1 second. He's got 5 wounds, so he does survive. The one dude over here. That's a hit. That is not a wound. And then 5 guys over here. That's going to be 1 hit. No wound. All right, we got 1 leadership test to take over here. 3 plus 2 is 5. They are good to go. So that is going to be it for the Dark Angel's turn here on turn, what is this, turn 4? Yeah, on turn 4. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Kreig and the Custodes here on turn 4. Alrighty, movement phase. These guys fell out of combat over here to get over here, so they are within range. That one guy between them there is actually the different squad, so he's over in combat with my Deathwing Knights, so they're not going to have to worry about that. And then these 2 guys stayed in combat over here. No shooting phase because of the fact that there's nothing to shoot. So then I heroically intervened with my my Deathwing Ancient into his Praetor over there. So what do you want to start with in the fight phase?
We'll start with my Captain.
Going to start with the Shield Captain. Going to put it into my Chaplain.
We'll do the Misericordian 1 axe and the Chaplain. These into the.
Okay, so 4 into the Apothecary, 1 axe and a Misericordian into my Chaplain. So these are going to be into the Apothecary, re-rolling because of himself. All right, these are now going to be strength, what is it? 8, so 3s to wound. That is going to be 2 wounds. AP -2, so looking for 5 up saves. Make 1, fail 1, 2 damage. And then into my Chaplain, re-rolling because of himself. That is going to be 2 hits. That is going to be 2 wounds. So we got 2 4 up saves, so we'll do the axe first. That's going to be a save. And then we got the Misericordia. Oh, and that goes through. He is dead. So now my Deathwing Ancient is going to attack into his Praetor over here. I'm going to have 5 attacks because it's 3 base, plus 1 because he heroically intervened, plus 1 because of his own banner. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of him using a Power Fist. That is wish my chaplain was still alive. Wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP -4, so 4 up invul. Nope. No, that's going to go through. D3 damage. 3 damage to that fill face.
+1 for the Misericord.
All right, so now his Vexilla Praetor is going to go into my Apothecary over here. That's going to be all hits. Strength 5, so 4s to wound. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -2. That is going to be failing 2 of them, so he's down to 1 wound. And then he's going to attack into the Shield Captain. That's going to be 1 hit, 1 wound.
3 up.
2 up. Oh, yeah, 3 up. And he does take a wound. Oh, no. Feeling pain. Oh, no. He does take a wound. So he's down to 1 wound left. All right. So that is going to be the end of the turn. At the end of the turn, he did get his guys over here to get that objective over there, getting that 1 point, but I do control the other 3. And at this point, we're going to call it because the Dark Angels just have too high a point at this point to get any more. So, and then my Deathwing Knights, we're going to come over here and just start wailing into those guys and hopefully take them down. That was a brutal match. The Deathwing Terminators and Knights, man, they're back here. And I'm really excited about them being successful again, being able to get into combat and doing all that fun punchy stuff. So really good combinations that you can run here with the Raven Wing and the Deathwing, which is super exciting to see that going on, even with the change to the doctrines. So pretty good stuff. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek. As always, my opponent's been Jason. Until next time, have fun.